Earphones that you can comfortably wear to sleep are few and far between. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. With us from Acoustic Sheep are Andrew Dalton and Doug Blair. Hi, Andrew and Doug.
Hi, Fred.
Hi, Fred.
Now, Acoustic Sheep is the maker of SleepPhones, been around since 2007. Wow. Give us some of the background here. Who wants to take off first?
So, yes, like you said, our company was founded in 2007 by a family doctor and her computer programmer husband. She would take calls in the middle of the night and be unable to get back to sleep. So her husband suggested listening to, soothing tones, white noise, lullabies, things like that. But at the time, the only headphones on the market were kind of like ear pods, like you could see Andrew wearing, or over-the-top headphones, and none of those are really comfortable for sleeping, especially if you're a side sleeper. So they kind of sat down at their kitchen table with this issue, kind of worked it out, and invented our product. We like to think that we were the original kids on the block when it comes to this type of product.
And so, Andrew, give us a bit of an overview. The innovations have continued here.
So traditionally, when the product was first released, the battery lasted about 6 hours. We had a classic version, was just wired. The wireless one, like I mentioned, had a 6-hour battery. And then as things kind of took off a little bit, we introduced an induction charging version of the wireless one. So there was no need to remove the module to charge it. You just place it on a charging base. And then most recently, we released a 24-hour battery module. So that has a playtime of 24 full hours. We also upgraded the Bluetooth in that to Bluetooth 5.0. So it has a range of about 30 feet. So you can get up in the middle of the night, go to the bathroom, come back, not having to worry about anything disconnecting or anything like that. Pretty much optimized to be a fully seamless experience at this point.
It seems sleep is an issue for increasing numbers of people these days. So
Oh yeah.
tell us how you help.
Well, I think we spend a lot of time in front of screens, right? And I think that has a pretty negative impact on sleep. With that being said, our brains are, going 1,000 miles an hour all the time, and to kind of incorporate audio as a relaxation technique at the end of the day is extremely useful for a lot of people. So, we've kind of recognized that, and then we've built this product around that idea, knowing that we want to have a very minimal involvement of any screens or anything like that at the end of the day. So this would kind of be something that you just put on your head, you play your audio, and it just plays, right? You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about changing tracks or anything like that. You just fall asleep with it, and when you wake up, you can just put it on the charger, and you're good to go, right? So it's something that's designed to be kind of a seamless integration into your already existing bedtime routine, but just to add a little bit more value to it and just make it overall easier for you to get the rest that you need.
So maybe we'll turn to you, Doug, here. People have a lot of choices. You give them a lot of choices when it comes to your product. Give us kind of run through with us what some of those choices are. If people decide, hey, I want to get a pair, they've got to make some decisions.
So, like Andrew was saying, we do have a lot of different products at different price points for your needs, your comfortability with technology. I kind of want to start out with just what our headband looks like. So, if you could see here, it's a very soft, stretchy, goes around your head. And our speakers, because we designed this for sleep and comfortability is very important to us, our speakers are extremely small. They're covered in a felt padding. And if you could see here, here's a normal pen, and here's the speaker. The speaker is less than half the depth of the pen. Pretty amazing. So we have, starting off, I would think, we have our corded version. So this does not require a smartphone or a tablet, does not use Bluetooth technology. It instead uses a 3.5 millimeter jack. And we do have adapters for cell phones for Lightning and USB-C. And then the thin speakers, again, that go inside of the headband. Now, stepping up from that, we've got a couple different Bluetooth versions. Here's our Bluetooth module, again, extremely thin compared to this pen. And it does have a flex in it. So when wearing it around your head, it will flex to be comfortable. So our Bluetooth version, our wireless, is $99.95 normally. We have some sales coming up for the holidays, but they do to be charged. It will use a micro USB plug that you would have to plug a cord into. And then, like Andrew was saying, we have our induction charged effortless. Comes with a charging base, and then the module would just sit on top of the base and be charged wirelessly. So you wouldn't even have to take this out of the headband to charge it. I personally use it, and in the morning before I've had my cup of coffee, I'm still kind of in that groggy state, and it's nice to just kind of set it on the base and forget it. So like I said, we've got the corded version, we've got two different Bluetooth versions, and then we also have a preloaded, our SleepPhone Simple, and that's really nice because then you don't need an external device like a CD player or a tablet to hook it to. It comes preloaded with the sounds, and we have scientifically proven sounds with binaural beats that will help achieve that deeper relaxation state. And so a lot of customers, if maybe the corded version isn't your speed, but you don't really want to have to pair it to a phone and kind of figure out different tracks to listen to, the preloaded Simple is nice. If you want to listen to relaxing tracks tonight and then maybe listen to something upbeat tomorrow when you walk your dog, the Bluetooth version is perfect for that. So a little bit of something for everyone at different price levels, because we know that's important as well. And we still want our products to reach that larger audience, and I think that's why we have those different products and scales for your budget, your comfortability with technology, and exactly what you're hoping to achieve with our product.
And you've got lots of color choices, fabrics as well, right?
Oh, absolutely. So in this headband, it's our Breeze fabric, and it's a little bit stretchier. It's good for warmer sleepers. If you live in warmer climates, I myself, we live in Pennsylvania, so in the summer, this Breeze fabric is perfect. We also have our fleece fabric. It's kind of like a fleece blanket. It's a little bit more cushiony, a little bit less stretchy, but it's perfect in those cold winter months, coming up, that will certainly keep you warm. And then, like you said, a variety of colors, just because we want you to be stylish as well. A lot of people will kind of, wear them during the day at work or to walk their dog, and they want to kind of color match their headband to their outfit. So we have that ability as well for folks.
Maybe you want to talk to us, Andy, about the typical user. Is there a typical user, a target market you have for these?
There is. It has changed a bit over the years, but typically our demographic skews slightly older. We're talking about 40 and up. We have in the past couple years, especially around the holidays, seen younger age groups purchasing though, which is encouraging. And I guess also maybe not so great. And as we kind of understand more about how sleep for young people is being affected, with just a mass amount of screens, we're going all the time. We kind of live in a culture now that like we're always on, right? So typically we saw in the beginning we would see a lot of customers slightly older. Maybe they were dealing with some hearing issues, say like tinnitus or ringing in the ears or something like that that was causing them sleeping issues. But now it seems like that demographic has shifted a little bit to include people who are just they're feeling overstimulated, right? And they need something at the end of the day that's just going to help that their brain kind of slow down and help them turn it off, right? So yeah, we have a wide use of or a very wide customer base, and that's kind of one of the reasons why we have decided to include different versions of the product that we do. You know, we've got one, like Doug was saying, one for every user that you can imagine, one that's going to fit every budget, every demographic, everybody. You know, if you're comfortable with tech, we've got something with you, you know, for you there. If you're not, we have something that's extremely easy to use as well, right? So pretty much everybody and anybody who's having a sleeping issue, we have something for you.
And there's a line for runners as well, isn't there?
There is, yes. So it's very similar product to SleepPhones. It's called Run Phones. The it is a sports oriented headband, right? So the material is gonna be much more of like an athletic fabric. It's moisture wicking, very breathable. It is very similar to the Breeze fabric that Doug was describing earlier. So just a little more breathable. Won't hold on to any moisture if you're sweating or anything like that, and just keeps you slightly cooler.
And Doug, people might wonder, well, how do I wash these things? And you've thought of that.
Oh, absolutely. So, even during sleep, during perspiration, oils will build up. So all the components can be removed from the headband. The headband itself, let me see if I can do this. It opens. For example, here's one with the module right inside. It will come out. The speakers will come out, and then the headband is machine wash warm and tumble dry medium. So it's really easy. There's no special, you don't have to hand wash it and hang dry. You can just toss it in with your laundry. And that will help kind of like refresh it, bring it back to new. Wearing it might stretch it out a bit. So the washing will help shrink it. I also wanted to expand on what Andrew said. So not only is there something for every demographic, but every lifestyle as well. So we normally think of them as just for sleeping or just for exercising, but traveling, like in-flight entertainment on a plane, going to a hotel and having, or an Airbnb or something like that, having noisy neighbors, college students with maybe noisy roommates, kind of helps dampen out that outside sound and kind of put you in your own comfortable little world. So it's not just for for people who maybe have a snoring partner, but it could be for, travelers, for people living in RVs, things like that. So it really is, I think, sleep's an important part to all of our lives. And it's a really undervalued thing. So we are trying to help really anybody and everybody under the sun kind of achieve that restorative, peaceful, comfortable sleep.
Right. And you mentioned pricing a bit, but where do prices start? And you also said there's some specials coming up.
Sure. So our corded version that uses that 3.5 plug with the headband, the whole set comes to $39.95. And then our the preloaded version, and then the manually charged Bluetooth version are both $99.95. And then the one with the effortless, just for the convenience, the ease of it, that comes to $149.95. The We are having some great sales. So our Black Friday sale is 25% off. We're using our coupon code, which will be on our website. And I think that's a really good time to try it out. All the products come with a 1-year warranty, so we're always here to help should you have any questions, should the size not be the right fit, or anything else. We have that. And we also understand that without trying the product, it's hard to determine if it's a right fit for you. So we also have a 30-day money back guarantee on the products. Kind of, I think something like that helps encourage people to, like, you know, take the plunge to try it out. And then once you have it and you realize the kind of impact that it makes on your life and how you feel in the morning after, listening to peaceful sounds or podcasts or audiobooks or really whatever you like, that people are kind of sold on it. I've talked to people through customer service that were like, I was on the fence, and after the first night, I can't imagine ever living without this type of product again.
Terrific. The website is sleepphones.com, just like it sounds. Doug Blair and Andrew Dalton, thank you so much for spending time with us.
Thank you very much for having us, Fred.
Thank you, Fred.